Hello and welcome back. This is Emma Gray again, your life coach and Bible based spiritual mentor, coming back to you with part two of the dangers of looking back. Thank you again for stopping by my channel, hisown.em, here on the YouTube channel. So, as I was saying in part one of the video, the excuses that we give for looking back. Our subject matter again is what are the dangers of looking back And the object lesson memory verse is Genesis chapter 19, verse 26. And we're speaking about Lot's wife, who looked back when God was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. She looked back in disobedience and was turned to a pillar of salt, thereby causing her not to be able to go on to her future destiny by looking back. Okay? And we don't want that to happen to us, right? We do not want that to happen to us. So again, we spoke about the excuses that one can give for looking back. We know that there are dangers for looking back, but here are some of the excuses again, just to reemphasize. One of the excuses is that we want to remember the good old days, whatever that is, the good old days. When we were in the good old days, most of us, we didn't think they were good old days. I recall my parents talking about, oh, this cost this and this cost that, and bread was probably, I forget how much it was, but it's not the exorbitant amount of money it costs now. But that was the good old days. And now that we're in the future, we're here in the present, the back then was the good old days. There is a danger in that. That is excuse, to sit down and to complain about the good old days. Okay. Another excuse we use is that it justifies any resentment or regrets that we may have. It justifies that by that's excuse. Why is she so mean? Why is her attitude like that? So, well, if you've been through what I've been through, resentment and regret, that's to justify that. Or why the person is having a pity party because this didn't happen. It goes along with it, justifies it, helps fuel that shoulda, woulda, coulda syndrome. It goes right along with that because I wasn't able to complete this because, and that's why I'm so mean, because if this would have happened or that would have happened or if I should, coulda, woulda. And so those are the excuses that we utilize for looking back. And so that is a danger in itself because it caused your life to be tied up and wrapped up in a ball or knot of anxiety and cause you not to be the person that God calls you to be. A person that's bitter and resentful because there's unfinished dreams and hopes and goals, and so it helps fuel into that excuses for looking back. Now, so if you utilize those excuses, then here's where the danger lies. The danger is that you're not able to move forward. When have you ever known a person even when a person is walking down the street or walking down a hall? When have you ever known a person to be able to hold their balance or to know where they're walking if they're looking back? The dangers is that you're going to fall or you're going to run into something that was not on your path because you've gone off your path. And that's the way it is in life. If we're busy looking back, how can we truly follow the path that God has us on right now, right here, today? Looking back slows you down. It slows your momentum down because there is baggage back there. There's regrets back there. There's unfinished things back there. So you're going to be slow. Your pace is going to be slow. You're not going to be able to move forward. Okay? You're going to slow down. Your momentum now, you're losing your momentum. Have you ever seen a runner that's racing and he's looking back to see who's coming up on him? You're going to lose some momentum by looking back, okay? It also, looking back can make you vulnerable to repeating old mistakes because now you're looking back at old things that you used to do. And some people sit up and brag about, even though they have claimed that they are now have moved forward in their lives, that the old man is away, but has gone, and behold, I'm brand new. But if you look back over your old sins, in Isaiah chapter 5, verse 18, it says, destruction is waiting for a person who dragged their sins behind them. If you're reminiscing about an old life that you used to have or things that you used to do, surely there's some sin that was tied up in rectangle and tied up in it. If it was an old addiction or some old love or something, someone that you should not have been involved in or something that you should not have been involved in, there's sin wrapped in it. And remember, if you have been washed in the blood of the Lamb, then the old man is new. You have put on the new man. The old man is gone. So if God says he forgives you for your sins, and as far as the east is from the west, he's forgotten them, they're gone, then you do not have a right to drag it up for reminiscing, because it caused you to be vulnerable, and those old tastes can come back. That old appetite of the flesh can come back if you're not very careful. So be careful. Be careful about reaching back or looking back at your past. All right? Looking back can cause you to miss out on things that are happening in your present life that is preparing you for your future destiny. Such is the person who is walking forward and looking back. You can see the path. You're going to go off the beaten path. You're going to go into an area in which you had not intended. In most cases, you're going to hit a stone wall, and you know your progress has been impeded at this particular time. So looking back will stop your progress, okay? And then if your progress is stopped, then you wonder why you're not moving forward. Then you wonder what's wrong. Well, why am I not moving forward? Because you're back in the past. You're looking back too much. All right? Now, and so those are some reasons. Those are the dangers, rather. You can't move forward. It makes you vulnerable because you're dragging your old sins behind you by thinking about, reminiscing about things you should not. You're looking back, and it's going to cause you to miss out on your future destiny. And you want to, again, remember Lot's wife. By looking back, she was not able to go into the safe city where God told her husband and her family to go because she was looking back. Now, when is it okay to look back? Is it ever okay to look back? There are times I believe that one can and should look back. Okay? Here is a good marker for when it's okay to look back. When you can look back on a situation or a time in your life and have a smile on your face, especially when it was a negative situation, because that denotes a healing there. That denotes that you have a healing there. There's been a healing has taken place. And so therefore you are appreciative. And now with that smile on your face, it becomes now a testimony that you've been through a test. You've been through something rough. And now it is a testimony. And that testimony can be utilized to help someone else who's going through something just like that or something similar. Okay? And that is an okay time to look back when you can smile, or you can use what you went through as a testimony to help someone else. Okay? And also, you can look back and apply the lesson that you learned. You're coming up to something similar, and you can remember and apply the lesson that you have learned. So that's when it's okay to look back, especially when you can smile. You can remember how God brought you through something in the past, and it can assure you that he will bring you through this one as well. And you can use it as a testimony or object lesson to teach someone else, or just to remember for yourself. Okay? So those are the dangers of looking back, with some solutions to it, that what can happen when we use excuses and the dangers that happen. And there are times that it's okay to look back. So I want you to take these things to heart. And I thank God that I was able to bring this to you. That's what the Lord gave me to give to you, is for somebody out there, some persons. Like I said, these are things that I've gone through myself, and the Lord has brought me through it and allowed me to be able to help someone else. And this is just a blessing and a privilege for me to do this. And so stay tuned for some more insights And like I said, I will not, you will just be surprised together, because when I'm not here giving a video, the Lord has given me some insights and some more things and subject matters to bring to you that's going to help you get along this life and make things a little easier for you. I thank God that God has brought to my remembrance some things that I have gone through, and a lot of them I can look back and smile. Some of them I didn't think I was going to ever make it through, but God brought me through them, and I can look back and smile and be able to tell you how to get through to do life God's way. Okay, so in the meantime, please subscribe to my channel. I enjoy bringing you these videos, and I pray that you are enjoying them. Now I have about 20 videos here on YouTube, and it's just a blessing, and I'm looking forward to God to give me more and more and more. And as I continue to work with YouTube and learn how it works, I'm going to, try to do some more things on here, some more PowerPoints, some more inspirations, just whatever the Lord inspired me to do. I'm just a fisher of men, and YouTube is my net. And I just love this, and I pray that you love it too, and that you just feel my heartbeat. I love you all out there, and my motto to you is to love yourself and then love somebody else, okay? So God bless you, and talk to you soon. Take care and be careful out there, okay? Bye-bye.